The best things about video games are video games, and now it looks like Xbox is going to be getting more video games, which is never a bad thing. I think this is something that everybody's been asking for, myself including, for a long time. And I also think variety. You know, it's funny because a lot of you know my brother, he used to do a podcast with me. We did Xbox Nation. His name's Hellhammer. And, you know, he always likes to kind of bust my chops a little bit about stuff. But he's recently gotten way more into Game Pass lately. And he was really kind of psyched about being able to play Ni no Kuni. Now, that's not something that I'll play. Maybe I'll play it at some point. You know, it's a decent RPG, but I also heard that, you know, it takes a long time, which, again, I'm working a couple jobs, so anything that's going to take a significant amount of time is going to be hard for me to dedicate time to. But this announcement by Microsoft is exactly what is going to happen. So, listen, this is something that I feel is going to be incredible. We're seeing a ton of stuff coming, and you know what? I can't wait to see more of this. I want to get into this video. It should be a great one. If you guys are watching my video, please leave a like on the video. I'm looking to get 100 likes on each of these. I know it's a small goal, but it's still a goal nonetheless, and would very much appreciate it. So thank you very much. So anyway, I just really appreciate each and every one of you for watching and things like this. Let's get started. Now, like I said, I think variety is something that Microsoft is starting to get more of. If I can remember back in the day, the Xbox was the console that pretty much was the shooter box, you know. Call of Duty played best. They had Halo. They had Gears of War. Those were the types of games that people really kind of look forward to and associated with Xbox. Of course, things have changed tremendously, and Xbox is kind of a jack of all trades. But in particular, you see a lot of people asking for more Japanese games, and it looks like more original Japanese games are coming. And I think that's going to be a great thing. A senior Microsoft gaming executive has said that the original Japanese titles are in the works for Xbox. Sarah Bond, who is Microsoft's corporate VP of Gaming Ecosystem at Xbox, was asked during an IGN Japan livestream on Saturday if Xbox owners should expect original Japanese Xbox-published titles in the future, similar to the Xbox 360's Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey. Completely, she replied. One of the things that I'm super excited about is that we have over 250 developers in Japan developing games for Xbox right now. 150 have already shipped. 100 of them are in Game Pass, and we recently got to announce 15 titles made in Asia and 13 in Japan. So much has come, but there's even more than that that's going to come in the future, and I can't wait to reveal and show you all what's coming out. Now, in a further interview published by GameWatch, head of gaming Phil Spencer acknowledged the demand for original Japanese games on Xbox and said they're working on creating such titles. It's not too much to hope for. We've met with Kojima from Kojima Productions and many other game creators to talk about bringing unique titles to the Xbox. We understand that many game fans want that. We are also aware of the common desire for games from Japan. We are working on creating such titles, so please look forward to it. So it does look like not only are they going to get more Japanese games, but more original games, and I think that's really cool. I think that that's something they have to go back to that strategy that they originally employed with the Xbox 360, which was, you know, you can have strong games from all over, and I think Game Pass actually allows them to really have that sort of edge where, you know, they didn't really have it before. So Blue Dragon in 2006 and Lost Odyssey in 2007 were two Xbox exclusive RPGs created by Mistwalker and Final Fantasy creator as well, Mr. Sakaguchi. Now, Microsoft has made renowned efforts in Japan with the Series X and S. The consoles launched day and date with the other territories, and Phil Spencer committed early on a better cater to Japanese players this console generation. While still performing behind PlayStation 5, Xbox consoles have enjoyed better than expected sales in Japan in recent months, with the Xbox Series X and S having outsold Sony's console twice, that's not just once but twice, on a weekly basis back in May and again in June. It's pretty crazy to think about that. Now, Microsoft's head of gaming was asked about Xbox's relationship with Japanese gamers in a separate interview with Famitsu as well. I have a lot of acquaintances and friends who make games in Japan, he said. Many of them we've known for a long time, and we've been asking, what do you need for our platform? We've listened to Japanese game creators and received feedback. I think the fact that we have been able to improve has led to trust, which in turn has led to games being released on Xbox. I think that feedback loop will actually lead to many more Japanese games in the future, and I'm happy about this trend. One developer the Xbox team visited this week was Kojima Productions, who announced earlier in the year that it's actually working on an Xbox exclusive title. Kojima and I have known for each other for many years. He has some novel ideas about gaming experiences, and we decided to partner with him because we want to bring them to life on our platform. I visited Kojima Productions today and had the opportunity to see the early stage of the project, and it was very exciting. So again, Xbox, is going to have plenty of games throughout the years. I feel like, thanks to stuff like this, and they seem to listen to the fans. I get that not everything comes out, the way that we would like it to, or as fast as we'd like it to, but there's still that hope that, we're going to be getting a lot of stuff much sooner rather than later. And I feel like that's something that we don't give enough credit to when it comes to Xbox, right? Like, I get it that everybody's ticked off because, hey, they weren't able to kind of, get the games out the way that they intended to. Nobody expected there to be a pandemic and things like that, but here we are. And, it's unfortunate to say the least, but games are coming. Anybody that's trying to compare an Xbox with, today in 2022 versus an Xbox, back 3-4 years ago, when they had, 3 studios, I think that's crazy to think that people still try to do that. And hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. So this is a very exciting thing to hear from Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond, that, they're working on plenty of games. Obviously the games are going to be coming sooner rather than later. And, just in general, I think it's awesome that, that they pay so much close attention to us gamers. We're the important ones. We're the ones that are speaking with our wallets. And, listen, I get that these games aren't necessarily games that are, 20 million people on Xbox are going to play, but you have to have more than just the base and bare minimum for people. There's all kinds of different people, and that's something that I really have kind of come to terms with when I play video games, or when I expect something from Xbox or what have you. I just feel like, at the end of the day, Microsoft listens the best that they can, but they aren't just out there for me. They're out there for, everybody. They're trying to do their best for everybody. So not just me as Crap Gamer, but, me in general. I think that they have, just really kind of started to find their own little niche where everybody can kind of feel welcomed on the platform. And I like that. Not everything is going to be for me. Not everything's going to appeal to me. Like, I couldn't care less about Souls games or whatever, but I realize that that's a strong, popular kind of genre, Souls-like or whatever. And, I feel like that's obviously going to be something that, people are excited for. So, I'm all for it coming to the platform, even if I'm not going to play it. So I want to see that. I just kind of want to see how everybody kind of reacts to the type of games that they like. Like I said, we're all different. I love the fact that we're all different, but gaming, can pretty much be for everyone. And I think that's something that many of us forget, and especially in this day and age. So hopefully, we can continue to get some great games and great content. But it does sound like Phil and company is on top of it. So what do you guys think about that, though? I'm going to link this article in the description. You fine folks can check it out and let me know what you think. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Crap Gamer out.